Maribel's comment said she learned how to create logos using shapes and elements from this channel. Maribel, today's video is just for you because I didn't think people still wanted to learn this from me because of AI. But when I get comments like yours, I get very creative and inspired. We're not creating a 2019 logo, we're creating logos that are on trend now. They move, they have depth, loop, and they have all sorts of animation. That's what we're creating today. I'm going to show you both. Let's jump right in. Video, you can choose the landscape video option, the 1920 by 1080 to create your video. As you start adding layers, the video editor is going to automatically activate. So you can select your canvas and change it to a nice dark black background. Then we're going to press L for line. We're going to create smoke and we're going to download the smoke so that we are able to animate it nicely. So make it like 15 or 16, the size of the smoke, and then change the color, make it a smoky kind of color, your gold or your beigeish, something like smoke, and then select the curve. So we want to curve the smoke so that it smokes. And we curve it like so. And you're going to duplicate it, bring it to the bottom of the page, and then rotate it so that it represents a smoke. And combine the two. Always zoom in when you want to control your elements better, because if you zoom in you can see them nicely like so. Then you're going to group this and then download it. So I'm going to download it as a PNG with a transparent background, and then we download it. We've done our smoke. We can just grab it and add it to our elements, and then it's going to be on our uploads. Then we can park it on the side. We're going to use it a little bit later to animate the coffee smoke. Just going to park it on the side and then carry on with our mission. We're going to create the cup. Then we're going to select elements and head over to shapes. And we look for a shape that we can turn into a cup. Select on flowchart and go find the flowchart manual operation. Click on it once and add it to your design and change this color to make it a cup color. So you can use this color and then select it so that you can duplicate the top section of the color. We want it to be a little bit darker, so we'll just move it nice and gently to get a dark goldish color. Next, you are going to group these so that you have one cup, and then press L for line so that we can create the handle of our cup. We are going to make this nice and thick and big, and we make the color the same as our top section of our color, and then we're going to curve it, and we use the elbow in this instance. Then you're gonna grab your cup, you're gonna grab your line, add it to your cup, and then start creating the loop of the handle like that. When you have your beautiful cup done, group this, put it on the side, and then head over to your shapes and go to these cogs. We're going to use our cogs to create that beautiful line that loops. We use this one that has a lot of coggy cogs. It's called a stubby tooth cog. Click on it once and then make it nice and big so that it create a line that's going to have this cup inside it, and then we duplicate the cog, we rotate the cog so that it covers the extra spaces like so, and then you press C for circle, or you go find a circle on your shapes and you change the color to black, and then you make the circle bigger. Always love to say that. Then you make the circle bigger so that you can create the dash like so. If you want the lines to be, if you want your lines to be less this thick, it's up to you. You can use a cog that gives you a little bit of space. I wanted one like this. Then I'm happy and I will select all of these shapes and I'm going to group them, and then I'm just going to move them to the side so that I can create the coffee bean. Then for me to do that, I press C for circle, and then I change the color to a brown coffee bean, not that brown. So let's go find it just a lighter brown. That is same line, same color as my line, that color. And then reduce the size and sort of like squeeze it for it to create a shape that's like a pear-ish shape, and then press L for line and put the line just in between to create the bean shape like that we want for this design. And we want this to be color black so that when we put it inside the bean, it looks like a bean. Then we group this and we add it to our circle. Maybe I just move the circle to this side so that I'll be able to manipulate it and move it to wherever I want, like so. So now we are almost at the end of the design stage. So I need to align this and make it spot on. Move the green to there, group everything so that I have a group of my circle, and then I will be able to animate this. So you need to now add your cup of coffee to your depth loop. We want it to be on top, so we're going to layer and bring it to front. And then comes our smoke. We want the smoke, and because it's an image, you are able to flip it and make all sorts of beautiful things with it. So we add it, but we want it to layer on top, so it needs to be in front. But this is a business, it needs a name. We're going to press T for text. So what you're actually looking for is the editor. When you click on the pencil to go find the editor, depending on how long you want your logo to look, you will then adjust your canvas at the bottom of the page, the black background. You can adjust it to as long as you want because you have the video editor on here. So then you can start editing the layers that are on here and adjust them so that they suit the design that you are creating. So let's quickly see. I have this shape, that shape. I need 3. Then I will duplicate this last one and have a third one. And then I go to my video editor to make the changes. So let me just close that and go to the layers. See, when we want to animate the smoke, you can select the smoke as an image and then reduce its size to a certain point, and with all three of them, so I want them to be just below each other so I can manage them better. 1, 2, and 3. So I want to start with this one, so I want to put it on top and then start with it. I don't want it to appear immediately, therefore I will adjust the layer and have it appear up until a certain point. And while I'm working on this one, I'm going to Control C or Command C to copy the shape and then paste it on the same line, so that when it appears this way. So let me play it like that. So I've just done the first one, but I wanted to animate with succession, like it's a smoke coming in. Therefore, I'm going to select succession and I'm going to select both like I've initially done. Make sure that this is on there and then adjust it like that. Happy medium is for you to use succession as well as animate. So some of these images you're going to add and you will make them animate with that, create an animation like this one, and you click on done, and some of them you're going to add a succession animation on them so that it really flows nicely. If you feel and you're designing for a customer and you know that this does not feel premium, you can always use Canva's elements. Delete what you've added as part of your smoke and then add smoke from your elements. You can go to elements and then search for coffee smoke or coffee steam, and then rather use that option and select your settings and look for animated and apply, and then go and find the animation of the smoke so that it actually looks premium and you are happy with your design. Finding something like that and then adding it, it just really looks much more premium than the layers that we've added earlier on. And when you play it, it looks like this. Then it really comes alive and it looks posh and premium. But I love my shapes. For you, I will show you how to do both. The power of layers you just experienced. All you do now is you download this and you share it with your client, or you upload it on TikTok or wherever you would like to upload it. Canva's video editing is quite powerful, and as they progress and make it better, all of our videos and our creations are going to be much better. If you want to learn more on creating a video ad, go watch this video. Thank you for joining us.